2 years after archaeologist Amarnath Ramakrishna submitted his report on the ancient civilization found in Keeladi near Madurai, a fresh controversy has erupted. The Archaeological Survey of India is demanding he revise his report. Ramakrishna has refused, and now this disagreement has sparked a political clash between the centre and Tamil Nadu. The state's Minister for Archaeology, Thangam Thennarasu, has even accused the centre, that is the Modi government, of being desirous of treating Tamils as second-class citizens. So what is going on here? Vanakkam, this is T. Suresh Kumar. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Hindu Focus Tamil Nadu. First, let's set the stage. What exactly is Keeladi? Keeladi, located about 12 kilometers southeast of Madurai in Shivaganga district, has become a symbol of pride for many in Tamil Nadu. Over a decade ago, Amarnath Ramakrishna, who was then the ASI's superintending archaeologist, had initiated excavations at a site known as the Pallichanthai in Keeladi, a place originally a coconut grove spanning 100 acres. He had identified over 100 sites for excavation along the Vaigai river, but Keeladi stood out. It was in Keeladi that they unearthed over 7,500 ancient artifacts, including wall structures, drainage systems, and wells, all evidence of a thriving, sophisticated urban society. What was even more compelling was the carbon dating, which revealed that these elements are over 2,160 years old, dating back to the 2nd century BCE, which is the time of the Sangam period in Tamil history. But what made Keeladi so significant? Well, archaeologists were stunned by a few things. For one, there was no evidence of religious symbols at the excavation site, which hinted at the secular nature of the civilization. Plus, the finds showed, number one, the presence of a vibrant, sophisticated urban society in Keeladi. Number two, the strong structures oriented in cardinal directions suggested systematic urban planning. Number three, the pot shreds with Tamil Brahmese inscriptions pointed to a highly literate society. And number four, the graffiti of the sun and moon demonstrated the astronomical sense of the people. And point number five, an ivory dice indicated the presence of an elite society. Naturally, the excitement around Keeladi's discoveries was palpable. Tamil historians and enthusiasts saw it as proof of an advanced ancient Tamil civilization. But soon after, things took a sharp turn. It all began in 2017 when the ASI transferred Amarnath Ramakrishna to Assam, just as the excavations were ramping up after first two phases. This move was seen by many as a blow to the project. Political critics had back then accused the centre of deliberately derailing the excavations. Why? Because while the centre had promised funding and support for further digs, they delayed both after the second phase. The local political climate grew tense, with some alleging that the centre was trying to suppress Tamil heritage. By 2017, the excavations had entered its third phase, but this time under archaeologist P. S. Sriraman. But after excavating just about 400 square meters, Sriraman reported that there was no continuity in the brick structures that were previously discovered. This had fueled accusations that the centre was deliberately downplaying the significance of Keeladi. And meanwhile, the issue reached the courts. The Madras High Court stepped in. Its judges visited the excavation site. They directed the ASI to continue the excavations and also allow Tamil Nadu's Department of Archaeology to get involved. The state's archaeology department did just that, and in 2019 they published a report asserting that Keeladi was indeed an urban settlement dating back to the Sangam era between the 6th century BCE and 1st century CE. In fact, from the third phase of excavation onwards, it is the state archaeology department that has continued with the project. But these findings have not helped resolve the issue. Instead, the drama has escalated. Fast forward to January 2023, when Amarnath Ramakrishna was transferred back to Tamil Nadu. He submitted his report on the first two phases of excavation. Now, for over 2 years, this report remained with the ASI. And then just last month, the ASI sent him a letter asking him to revise the report. The Archaeological Survey of India has questioned the dating and depth of certain findings, suggesting the evidence for the earliest period was too early and needed further analysis. Amarnath, however, stood firm. He has refused to rewrite his conclusions, defending his work as scientifically sound based on rigorous archaeological standards. He has argued that the report's chronology was backed by stratigraphic sequences, material culture, and even accelerator mass spectrometry, that is the AMS dating. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Amid all this, the political storm has begun once again. Many political parties in Tamil Nadu, including the DMK, the Vidudalai Chiruthaikal Katchi, and historian R. Balakrishnan, a former IAS officer, have slammed the ASI decision. They have termed it a blatant attempt to suppress Tamil heritage. They have argued that the centre's refusal to acknowledge Keeladi's significance was not just about science, it was also about politics. Amid all this, Union Minister for Culture Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has said that Amarnath's findings are not technically well supported. He said further scientific studies are required to validate the findings. He sought more results, data and evidence because he said a single finding cannot change the entire discourse.
Findings which are being presented by the archaeologist who had done that survey, let them come with more results, with more data, more evidences, more proofs, because only one finding cannot change the discourse. Let the research be completed on all the parameters, and then we will take a call on this.
Thangam Thennarasu, one of the state's most articulate ministers who holds the archaeology portfolio, has been particularly vocal about the issue. He has rhetorically posed, though we are in the same country, why does the government have reservations? Is it because of its unquenchable desire to treat Tamils as second-class citizens? For Thennarasu, the issue is not just about Keeladi. It was a symbolic fight for Tamil identity and history. This did not stop there. MDMK leader Vaigo even alleged that the centre was trying to suppress Tamil civilization while promoting what he called a non-existent Sanskrit civilization. Certainly strong words, but it reflects the growing narrative that the centre's actions were part of a broader political agenda. However, Shekhawat continues to justify his position, saying that Tamil Nadu is an integral part of India and its heritage should be celebrated, but not through divisive sentiments, but through scientific evidence-based knowledge. He has told Chief Minister M.K. Stalin that we have no hesitation in releasing any reports. In fact, if such research is scientifically proven, we too would be proud to stand with you. But for it to be accepted by the scientific community, we still need more robust evidence. The minister wondered why the state government was hesitant to cooperate with the centre on this issue. And so the battle rages on. The AIADMK, which was in power when the Keeladi report was proudly published, is now largely silent thanks to its renewed ties with the BJP. The Keeladi controversy is not just about one report or one excavation. It is a clash of narratives. The centre insists on scientific validation, while Tamil Nadu views it as a matter of cultural pride and historical recognition. The Tamil Nadu government is pressing on with its excavations which are underway. It has already set up a new museum at Keeladi, which is drawing thousands of visitors. Yet the ASI's decision to ask for a revision remains a thorn in the side of this growing political and cultural debate. One thing, however, is clear. The story of Keeladi is far from over. Whether this issue will stay confined to the political corridors or escalate into something larger, only time will tell. But what is certain is that the rich history of Tamil Nadu, whether it is the Keeladi civilization or the cultural legacy of the region, cannot be ignored. We will keep you updated as this controversy unfolds. Until then, this is D. Suresh Kumar signing off. Thank you.